Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys have already made an offer to buy a phone from placing an ad using the techniques, or give me a 2 if you guys haven't made an offer yet. Either way, I'm going to show you guys how to make an offer using ebay.com. Matter of fact, should I show them just eBay, or should we show them the NYC price sheet, Chris?
We can show them both. That's fine. Yeah.
Show them both? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'll pull up the price sheet.
So, okay, cool. So we're going to go over here to ebay.com. And this is how I evaluate most of the stuff that I'm reselling. So what we're going to do here is we're going to find sold listings to see what the market is currently paying for a phone. Now, cool thing is we sell stuff whether it's in good condition or whether it's cracked. Let me know, what do you guys think? Should we do an appraisal on a cracked item? Do you want to see what that sells for, or do you want to do like a good working phone, like let's say an iPhone XR or something like that? What do you think, Chris? I see 2 in the chat, 1, 1, 1. So we got a lot of people that made offers.
Let's do a cracked phone. I always like
cracked phone. Okay, cool.
I love cracked phones.
Let's do let's say an iPhone XR cracked, and let's say it's unlocked. Okay, so we're going to go to ebay.com and we're going to type in iPhone XR cracked. We're not going to type in the word screen because that is going to eliminate some keywords. So we just want to type the words that are necessary, nothing more, nothing less. So we're not going to type like gold, or we're not going to type cracked screen or anything like that. We're just going to type iPhone XR cracked unlocked. And the only other word we're going to want to add is smartphone. Okay, so we're going to go to eBay. We're going to do that. And then this is very important. So when we do this, we're going to see these numbers in black here. And this is going to show current auctions that are active, but we don't want to look at what things are currently offered. We only care about what they sold for, right? Because it doesn't matter what people listed it for. The only thing that matters is what people paid for them. So we're going to go here to the left side and we're going to click on sold listings. Okay, and then eBay is going to give us a report of all the items that match those keywords that have sold recently. Okay, so let's take a look here. Now, what we're looking for is we're looking for 3 apples to apples comparison, which means we need 3 items of the exact same gigabytes, same phone, and same carrier. The color doesn't matter, so we don't worry about that, but we want the same condition as well. So we're looking for a cracked working screen, and we see iPhone XR here, cracked screen, and that one's got a passcode, so we're gonna hold off on that one just because we don't buy phones with passcodes. At least I don't. So we're gonna go down to here. Now this one says cracked fully functional. I don't see the screen working in this though, so I don't trust that one. I'm not going to use that for a comparable, but this is what we want right here. So I see a working screen. It is cracked, it's unlocked, and I see 275. So it looks like we got one. Now we want to find another one. So this one is a cracked front and back. Now we could use this if it's cracked front and back, but I don't want to use that yet because the screen's not working on it, so I'm not going to use that one either. We got one here for $209.95 that sold recently, iPhone XR. And let's go down a little bit more. And we got one here. This one, the screen is not showing, so I'm not going to use it. And we got one here for $279. All right. So we got 2 at $279. And there is quite a few here around $200, $210. So based on that, I'm going to find just one more, because I want to just kind of solidify this appraisal.
What do you guys think it's going to sell for, and what do you think what do you think you should buy it for? By the time Danny finishes this, we'll be able to have the answer.
Perfect. So type in the comments, guys. What do you think it would sell for on eBay, and how much would you guys offer on that phone? And then after we get some comments, I'll tell you guys what I would personally offer on this and what I appraise that at. Correct.
You got it, Dave.
See, Haskins says 75. Is that your offer? Steven says buy for 130, sell for 240. Vladimir says 100. Terrell says sell for 250. Jimmy says offer 100. Nice. So you guys are pretty close. So yeah, I personally appraised this at about 220 to 230. I'm thinking that's more of a realistic, like around 220 to 230. I would personally start off. at about 100 to 110. And then I would go up to as much as about 125 on that phone would be like my top. So I'd always offer low. I start at like 100. And then if they're like, oh, I was looking to get a little bit more, then I use that extra 25 bucks there to negotiate. And that's how I would close that person.
Always keep it.
Now, let's see what the NYC phone buyer is paying on this. Now, there's two ways that you guys can resell your electronics. One, you can use eBay. That's what I use, is eBay for all my electronics. But if you're new, sometimes capital might be an issue. And there's what's called a direct buyer, who will pay you upfront for the devices without having to worry about selling on eBay or anything like that, and pay you direct. And they typically will pay a little bit less than eBay, but the plus side is that you can rotate your cash quickly. So let's go here. And if you want this price sheet, if you actually want to get the NYC phone buyer price sheet, if you want to use this, just type price sheet in the comments. Is that okay, Chris, if they do that?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then our team will go ahead and reach out to you, and they'll send you this price sheet as well. So just type price sheet if you want this. But let's take a look. And what was I looking at? iPhone XR unlocked, 64 gig, right? So grade C is going to be cracked. So take a look at that. So we know guaranteed the NYC phone buyer will give you 240 bucks on that phone. That's a pretty good price actually for a direct buyer. And that's with no fees. They'll pay you that directly. So you can go ahead and feel confident buying. You could probably pay even up to 150 on that phone, really, and you'd still make a pure $90 profit. They can, he'll either wire you the money direct into your bank account, so you'll have zero fees if you feel comfortable mailing them the phone first, or you can get PayPal, and PayPal is only like 3% in fees or something like that. They'll PayPal you up front, and then you just send the phone to them. Yep. So one of the nice things about direct buyers is you can use this sheet, and you can help get started if you're new with your appraisals. And the cool thing about that is, let's say you placed an ad using some of the training we showed you guys here in the group, and you got a phone, let's say someone offers you an iPhone XR cracked, you offer them, let's say 100 bucks, you contact NYC phone buyer, he pays you 240 in your PayPal, you mail him that day, and boom, you made 140 bucks overnight with that right there, right?
That's how you make money in this business, guys. That's how. It's the amazing thing about this business is you have this price sheet, right? You know what it's going to sell for before you ever buy it. You meet up, you buy the phone, you contact Feldman's team, and they put money in your bank account and you ship it out. It's amazing. I can't tell you guys how many times I sold the phone before I ever got home. so many times. So yeah, it's great. Yeah, this is great. So somebody said this is great. So a cracked iPhone would be grade C. Yep, you can actually you view this whenever it gets put in your messenger messages, and there's directions, there's a video, there's everything that you guys need to know. Felden didn't leave out any details when it came to this price sheet. Okay, so perfect. Yeah, so let's move on to what was the next part? So yeah. I wanted to move on to what people typically do, and then we're going to bring on our 10K superstar, one of our 10K superstars for this month. If you guys want to see one of our 10K superstars, type 10K in the comments below. We'll be bringing them on here shortly. But what we wanted to do, guys, is we wanted to talk a little bit about what people usually do, right? So a lot of people typically ask, what are you looking to get? And we don't recommend doing that. Why? Because it takes away the power from you, okay? You are the professional. You are the electronics business owner. You have the power. You have the money. But then you're asking, well, what are you looking to get for it? Now you've just handed them the power on a silver plate. Well, I want this much. And then a lot of you are probably just like, oh, well, I can't pay that. You've given them the power, and now you feel defeated. How many of you can relate to that? If you can relate to that, type yes in the comments below. I've related to it, but ever since I learned this, making offers first, it's never been the same. So why do you give the offer first? Why are you the person to give the offer? Well, one, you're the professional, right? You're the one that's the professional. And also, you're going to have a lot more confidence in your offer when you make the offer, right? You don't have a whole lot of confidence in the other person when you're asking them, well, what are you looking to get? Right? Now, another thing that I want to point out is the speed of your offer. That has a big factor in whether or not you buy the device, whether it be a phone, a PlayStation, whatever, right? The speed in which you give somebody an offer has a direct correlation with how confident you are. Is that right, Dave? Am I hitting that on the head?
Yeah, I definitely think that timing is a factor, and if you do respond a little faster, you have a better chance of getting the deal for sure.
You'll get so good at appraising items after a while, guys. After you do it enough times, where you'll just be on the phone and somebody will be like, "Hey, I got a cracked iPhone XR. It's unlocked. How much can you give me? I can give you $100." That fast, and they're like, "Oh, okay." If you have that amount of confidence, you're going to close a lot more deals. This is one thing I wanted to point out when you're making offers. Appraising the items, right? You need to know what it's going to sell for. That way you know what to buy it for. You should know exactly how much money you're going to make before you ever buy the item, right? And then you have to be fast when you make the offer as well. Let's see. Got some questions here. Oh, Eric Whitford says, sometimes I used to give them the quick, That's one of David's signature lines there. Always love that. Yeah, that's right. Maintain control, Tracy. Absolutely. Perfect. Yeah, that's right. Your money. Is there a point that speed could turn off the buyer? No, I've never had that happen. The faster you give somebody an offer, the more likely they are to take it.
And like I had a guy, it was Thursday, he came in, he had like 8 phones, and they were good phones too. They were all worth like $100 to $200 each. And I was buying them at $35 to $40 a piece. And he sold me like 7 or 8 of them. But I mean, it was a busy day. I had a lot of customers. I probably bought about 12 or 15 phones that day. Had a lot of customers come in. I had to move really fast. And if I had to take a lot of time to make the offers, I might have lost the deal. The guy was kind of in a rush. And I was just like, one phone, okay, I can do 35. Is that cool? Yep. Okay, cool. And then next one, okay, this is an iPad Pro. I can do like 50. He's like, yeah, okay. And then I moved through it, and then I got it done so fast. The guy's like, man, that was awesome. I really appreciate it. I've got some more electronics at home, so I'll give you a call next week and I'll come back. So Chris definitely has got a great point there. Is being really good at your appraisal skills and knowing the value is definitely going to show a lot of professionalism and competence on your part when you take those calls and the messaging, which is certainly going to lead to a lot more deals and repeat business for the customers. They like to see that you're on top of that. Yeah,
absolutely. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is your appraisal class. So what we're going to do next, guys, is we are going to bring on one of our